Ingebrigtsen has got a tremendous turn of pace over the final 200 metres. He's going to try and take the sting out of Ingebrigtsen. Rusu now starting to look a bit leaden, and Hassan is off the back. Well, Navales really making a long drive for home. Just hearing the bell. Ingebrigtsen now just glancing behind to see where Navales is. Rusu, well, he's got one gold medal in his collection. He's going to have to hang on here if he's going to visit the podium a second time. This is Ingebrigtsen, though, gaining redemption for that fall in the 1500 metres. Well, he's not going to pull off a unique treble, but the 5,000 metres now is looking as though it's going to Norway. He's coming round with 200 metres to go, and the daylight is starting to appear between the Norwegian and Navales, the Spaniard. Rusu now getting his second win, just starting to claw back. The Spaniard just starting to reel him in, the second man. The battle really is for second and third, because Jakob Ingebrigtsen gets redemption for that fall in the 1500 metres. Eases up, crosses the line. Norway's Jakob Ingebrigtsen takes the 5,000 metres gold. Unofficially 14:41.68. Silver goes to Spain, Tarika Navales, and the bronze goes to Dorin Rusu from Romania, as the rest of the men come home. Well, Ingebrigtsen, I'm sure he was massively disappointed. Just look at the war wounds he's got. Got at least 3 bits of plaster, and he's got plaster across his chest as well. But most importantly, it wasn't his legs that was damaged, and his heart was intact. Well, with just under a lap to go, he hit the front and just stretched out. And his talent just shone through. Well, it was about a minute shy of his best. He wasn't worried about the times. Ingebrigtsen just glancing over his shoulder. There you can see all the strapping, all the plaster that he's got, despite his inexperience. Now the bell. Well, Bjorklund has passed Schmid into 4th. But there's a big gap between those two and the 3 medalists. It's Ingebrigtsen now moving well down the back straight, starting to drop the French. Foulon and Gilbert. It's going to be a domestic French battle for silver and bronze. Bjorklund trying to close on the Frenchman, but too much to make up. Here's the last water jump. Gets over it without any real difficulty. And Jakob Ingebrigtsen, 1 barrier to go, well on his way to the gold medal, over that safely. And now milking the applause from the crowd. Jakob Ingebrigtsen takes the gold medal, his second gold medal of these championships. Well, he couldn't quite pull off the treble, which would have been a unique event. I've got to say, I can't remember the last time somebody won the steeplechase and the 5,000. That may be unique. Well, Gilbert came through for... it was Fellou indeed. Gilbert took the bronze, Fellou the silver for France. Some ointment on that to help it heal a bit quicker. Wondering what his body's feeling like after 5 races. None of them really were that tough. He wasn't needing to run full pelt rather than on the 500 and 400 metres of any of them. That battering he took in the 1500 metres will certainly have left him very sore, but at the end of the day, he bounced back and took the 5,000 metres title last night, and today the 3,000 metre steeplechase.
Well, the other way around, I'm sure. Yes, it's the 2 Ingebrigtsen brothers really going well. Jakob standing on the shoulder of his older brother. Jakob is such talent, even in the back of the club. They go through the bell together. O'Hare in 3rd place, Lee Anderson in 4th. Bedrani then behind him. Well run towards the rest of the field. The battle over for the crowd, the jury, because I can see Chris O'Hare making a really strong bid here. It's still Jakob, then Henrik, then Chris O'Hare. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, though, this brilliant 19-year-old stretching away from the field. A really classy run. He's adding yet another medal to his brilliant talent. How many more are there to come? And O'Hare just takes it from Henrik Ingebrigtsen, who falls across the line. Jakob Ingebrigtsen are winning here. Chris O'Hare will be a popular medalist for Scotland, and Henrik Ingebrigtsen makes it two brothers who will step onto the victory podium. But what a talent Jakob Ingebrigtsen is. And remember, he's got the 1500 to come.
Well, his brother Henrik Ingebrigtsen tried everything to break him. When he came from down to the race, there was no brotherly love there, but Jakob Ingebrigtsen just had everything to respond. It was a tactically perfect race from Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
But he's got that European Under-20 record again, despite the slow start. Oh no, I'm misreading it. I thought it was 7:50.15 and it's 7:56.15.
But the accolade he does have is he's the youngest ever European indoor individual medalist. Yes, European Under-20 record probably disappeared in the first kilometre, but as we've said so often, well, it's the true racing and it's the medals that matter. There'll be plenty of other occasions. He's still only 18 years of age. These are the closing stages of the race. Well, we're watching Jakob Ingebrigtsen pull away from his brother, but what a terrific run behind him from Chris O'Hare. Just gritting his teeth, determination written all over the Briton's face as he closes down on Henrik Ingebrigtsen. Ingebrigtsen, of course, a medalist 2 years ago in Belgrade. And O'Hare, well, you can see Ingebrigtsen going away for the gold, but he doesn't throw in the towel and he gets in there. And it's Jakob Ingebrigtsen followed by Henrik Ingebrigtsen as Belgium's Isaac Camilli gets up there on the shoulder and Dooney just behind them. Now it's going to really start to pick up the pace. Jakob Ingebrigtsen now at the front, followed by his older brother Henrik. It's Amdouni of France, Camilli of Belgium. The fast-finishing Italian Cripper is in fifth. Arakan starting to struggle just a little bit, starting to lose pace with the leaders. But it's the two Ingebrigtsens at the front. Amdouni coming round. Now it's Camilli into third. Cripper still not getting up with the leaders, but we know he's got a lightning finish down the home straight. But it's the Ingebrigtsens, led by Jakob, the 17-year-old. Behind him his older brother, 2012 European 1500-metre champion. But I don't think he's going to be able to add to his title. It's going to be Jakob Ingebrigtsen coming through for a stunning and memorable double. Jakob Ingebrigtsen adds to his 1500-metre title. He's now the 500,000-metre champion as well. Henrik Ingebrigtsen comes home to make it a memorable family double. Henrik takes the silver. Well, 13:17.06 into the bargain, a European Under-20 record.
56-second last lap, and we've just seen one of the most stunning doubles, surely, in distance running history. May not be the fastest pair of runs, but for a 17-year-old to win the 1500, to come back the next day and win the 5,000, we are seeing history.
Without a doubt. I mean, we can only speculate what's to come. Confirmation there of the time, 13:17.06, indeed it is a European Under-20 record. And on the run-in, Murad Amdouni manages to hold off Cripper and Camilli to take the bronze to add to his gold from the 10,000 metres. But the story has got to be, this is one of the stories of the championship, of course. Dean Rasher-Smith, perhaps the women's story. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, probably the men's. What's going on there?
Come on, we can make this one too.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that in a race.
Look at the way he finishes. Ease. It's 56-second last lap. Oh.
And we didn't mention it, it's also the European fastest time as well this year.
Jakob, the 17-year-old, though, coming past. He leads the defending champion Philip.
It almost looked like they're looking out for each other there. Jakob looking over, and now we have three Ingebrigtsens in the lead.
There we go.
youngster Jakob leading the way, followed by Philip and Henrik. And then there's Chris O'Hare and Henry Castillo on the line of the 3 minutes.
The German crowd there.
2 on 1 they went through.
So it's just saved a little bit before the Ingebrigtsen charge. Just into play when he's slightly wide, and then O'Hare just behind him. For Ingebrigtsen with the get into play, now moving into third. O'Hare in fourth, right and yet to show left. He's still in sight. Now it's very rare we see such a brotherly combination. I think anything that rivals this. And this is the youngster, Jakob, who leads at the bell in 2:44.49.
And you can see Charlie Bryce there coming past on the outside now. Now we've got 3 Brits versus 3 Norwegians. Bryce now coming up on Philip Ingebrigtsen's shoulder. Then there is Chris O'Hare on Henrik's shoulder. And behind is also Jake Whiteman. So it's all blue and white.
Ingebrigtsen and the Brits, the Tesfaye, the best placed other athlete. They've Johnny behind them as well. And we've got still Batasius holding on. But the charge round the final bend now. And it's the youngster, the 17-year-old, Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
Charlie Bryce in second.
O'Hare is in third. Whiteman is finishing strongly. But Jakob Ingebrigtsen, the sensational 17-year-old talent, they're gaining on him, and they get there in the end. Wow! Jakob Ingebrigtsen just wins it. It is a fine last effort there to get the silver as well. Oh, what a race, but what a talent. Jakob Ingebrigtsen at 17.
But look